Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. And again, we are on the Ultra Test server, just going through Unreal Engine once again. Now, this is going to be my final thoughts. I'm not going to keep making videos of Unreal Engine. I've made a couple already, and it's good to talk about it. Of course, it is to talk about it because it is coming, and it is a massive change to everybody. Like, literally, it's a massive change to everybody. So we're going to talk about it again, and let's just make sure our controls. I mean, I'm not going to bother too much about our controls at the moment, but of course when Unreal Engine does come, then that is when we will sort of definitely customize our loadouts, etc. So we're going to talk about the what's good, what's bad. Oh, there we go. Let's just do it here, shall we? So how do you make it bigger? So I do want to make that bigger. Do you know what? I think it's very laggy at the moment, so let's just not worry about this at the moment. So what's good, what's bad, what don't we want, what did we want? Now, there's a few things that of course people are complaining about, and there is things that people are not complaining about. Now, one of the things is obviously the keys to go further up a line. You know, to grind a line, you're going to need keys. Now, keys are purchasable in the shop, so you can buy keys, but that then means you're paying to grind a line, and I don't think that should be right. I don't think you should have to pay to grind a line at all. The tech tree version itself, you know, they've taken away the tech tree, they removed it with sets. Some people are for this, to be fair, and to be fair, more people than I thought are for the sets, but me personally, I just like the good old tech tree. Now, I know we refer to Droodles again, but he explained it in one of his videos where, you know, a tech tree is you start from here, you end here. It is as simple as that. They didn't need to change any of the tech trees into sets, etc. Then keys to have to then grind a line. I just think that is a little bit silly. Now, we talk about the UI, how much different this is and how confusing it is. Now, I'm not too bothered about that. I will take that with a pinch of salt. Because it's new, we will get used to it. You know, a new player playing Blitz now, they will be confused because it is what it is. So I'm going to take all this UI here as all the settings as a pinch of salt, because we will get used to it. It's just looking for things where things are, but we will get used to that. Another thing which I did spot yesterday, which I was a bit disappointed about, and that is training rooms. So at the moment, there is no option to actually go into training room on your own. Like, and yesterday it took me a very long time to try and get into a training room to realize we just can't do it. So you need a second player, which I think sucks. That is, Wargaming need to remove that. Like, you have to be able to go in training room on your own. There's so many people, I don't use it to be fair, but there is so many people that just get a new tank. They've just bought a new tank and they want to test it out. They want to see, you know, they want to go and find positions, or they want to look for Easter eggs, or they want to have just a bit of fun on their own. And there's many ways to do that on your own. Now, Wargaming have basically taken that away from you. So I hope, you know, when this is released, I do hope that they do make that available to go into training room on your own. Of course, we have to talk about the commanders. Now, the commanders, I mean, I'm not for it, not against it. Did we need it? Did we not? You know, it is what it is. Yes, it does give you some advantages, but everyone has that option, so it's not like you're the only one with an advantage. There's a number of people. Everyone can have a commander which will give you an advantage. The only problem is if they start making it very OP, and on top of that, I hope, and again, Droodles touched up on it, if they make it a paywall, if they start selling commanders, then that is the biggest thing. The game will definitely then be a pay-to-win game. So I hope they don't start selling commanders, like, because they shouldn't. They should not be selling commanders at all, because that will absolutely suck if they do. So that's really, I mean, other than that, I don't think there's too many bad things. I know people say about the commanders, it's not Fortnite, blah blah blah, and yeah, they could have made them more realistic, I suppose, instead of the Fortnite looking figures. But you know, I don't care about that, to be fair. I really don't care. But there is also some good things, you know. The graphics, again, we are on ultra test. Someone said to me yesterday, dude, the graphics look shit. I was playing, if you watched my video yesterday, I was playing it on 30 FPS. So bear that in mind. And also, this isn't the finished product yet. I'm sure Wargaming are going to work on it. I'm sure they are going to make it better. And with Unreal Engine, it's like, it's never ending, you know. They can make it as good as they like. And hopefully they do, you know, because that is the one thing we wanted. There's a few things that we wanted. Marks of excellence, for example, and yes, that's not coming yet, but you never know, it can come now. Yeah, because of the new engine, it can come. Things like that in the future will be able to come. Again, rain, fog, mist, you know, everything like that, it is highly possible now. And that is another thing that we did want. We did want that. Flipping tanks, we wanted that. We've got that. So, you know, it's not all bad. And I know I watched the stream yesterday and there were so many negative comments, and rightly so, because at the end of the day, it's our game. I know Wargaming, it's their game, but we're the ones that are playing the game. Without us, the game wouldn't exist. So, you know, we do have some kind of right to complain when we don't want something, or complain if something's not being introduced or something's not right. We have that, and Wargaming need to listen to their community. And I'm not saying they won't listen to their community, because they do listen to their community. They do, you know, update, well, update 5.5, they didn't, but spare parts, for example, they brought that in. I know we never wanted it, but you know, they test these kind of things. They think it's an idea, they put it in place, we tell them it's a bad idea, and then they do remove it. Rockets, for example, missiles, that is the same. They thought they had a really good idea with missiles, and then it was a decent idea, but it just didn't work. It did not work. So there are a few things that I'm hoping don't come. Obviously, you know, artillery, missiles again, 10 versus 10, things like that. I am hoping that don't come, but you know, who am I to say? I'm hoping. Some people are for 10 versus 10, and I'm sure if they do introduce 10 versus 10, I would get used to that as well. Now, of course, as you can see, I am in a battle. I think if I wait up to 5 minutes, it does put me into a battle with bots, because I just want to test a few things. So I am going to pause the video just until I get into game, and then we'll be back. So for you, it will seem like we've never ever gone. So 2 seconds. So a match has been found. Again, I was in literally queue for 5 minutes, 1 second. So these may be all bots, but I'm not bothered about the bots. I just want to, I'm not even going to play the game, really. I'm just going to run around. Let's see if we can somehow flip our tank. I don't know. Let's just try it. But, of course, let's talk a little bit more. So there was one thing I was really worried about. And I spoke to Wargaming directly after I played it last time, and that was I hope the gameplay didn't change at all. Like, that was one thing I was worried about, that the gameplay would be like a different game. But to be fair, I did sort of touch up on it on my yesterday's video, but that was one thing I was worried about. But, you know, it hasn't. It hasn't at all. I think the gameplay is still the same. Again, yesterday I did kind of suck because of my controls. They're not set out as I wanted them to. But okay, that's not going to flip my tank. But yeah, the gameplay, to be fair, it is the same. It's very similar. And again, you know, the graphics will come. The graphics will be better. This isn't the finished product, and that is what you have to remember. It isn't the finished product. So do bear that in mind. There's going to be more stuff added, I'm sure. Let's just try. Hey, what happened there? Okay, let's see if we can beat some bots. Let's beat some bots. Okay, what are you doing, big boy? One thing I am worried about, actually, is, you know, that it all looks red. It all looks red. I don't know if that is a change. I I really don't know. And I'm stuck, so I need to run away. Should we just fall off the cliff? Should we just go and fall off the cliff? Because that is what we want to do. We want to fall. We want to just, you know, just try and flip. Oh, my God. Are you serious? Are you serious? No, didn't work. Didn't work. But, you know, it is going to be possible. And again, if you ram someone, there's possible of you flipping them over as well. So, you know, it's decent. It is decent. Hey, why is you're a bot. Why are you looking at me? Don't look at me. Please don't look at me. So yeah, it's okay. You know, I think people are worrying a bit too much for no reason, in my honest opinion. Okay, it's not what is, oh my God. I am bad at this game. I'm so bad. Let's just get around them. Stop clicking that. That gets on my nerves, to be fair, when I keep clicking that. I don't want to click that. Let's just do a little bit of damage. So one thing that, you know, and I've already touched up on is everything looks red. Everything looks red. And sometimes that is going to be a worrying thing, actually, because people are not going to take shots that they probably want to take because they think it's going to be red. Another thing, Backtrack's got adrenaline. I don't know if it's going to stay having adrenaline or not. I really don't know. But let's just kill this guy. I know he's a bot. Oh, shit. Okay, let's not kill that guy yet. And then let's go for the Object 140. But yeah, as you can see, it is very similar. The gameplay is very similar, and people don't have to worry about that, the gameplay. The only thing I am worried about, as I've just said, is everything looks red. Everything does look red, and that will throw a few people off. And it might change. It might just be because it is the open test, you know. It may change. Who knows? Okay, I thought we was going to do some damage to him there. So we probably are going to die, but who cares at this point? Who cares? So unfortunately, I hadn't managed to flip my tank, but it will come, and I'm sure you can't just flip it by flipping it. You might have to have some force, but overall, you know, I'm not too bothered. It looks good. It does look good. Yes, the commanders, they look like Fortnite figures, etc. Wargaming said on their stream as well that commanders are not going to be damaged, so you won't be up there like invisible. You know, I think maybe the commanders being damaged will be a good thing, you know, because if the commanders brings you extra penetration or extra hit points, if you damage that commander, they should lose that for a certain amount of time. I think that was actually a better idea, having the commanders, but make them penable, or make them so they can get damage, you know, and then you have to use a repair kit, just like anything else. But what if you haven't got a repair kit, then you can't use it. You know, maybe that is a better idea. I don't know, but let me know your final thoughts. You know, the open test is coming, ultra test is coming for you guys. So do play it, try and get on it, do play it, and give your feedback, because Wargaming do listen to the feedback. But for now, hope you enjoyed today's video. I am meadsy69. We're not going to carry on watching a couple of bots, even though I was kind of a bot myself. But hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Meadsy, and I will catch you all soon. Bye-bye.